Supreme Court ruled that the Department of Homeland Security's decision to terminate their status could not be reviewed by the courts. The TPS program allows people to stay and work legally in the U.S. for up to 18 months if their home countries are deemed too dangerous for the migrant to return. Today's cutoff affects some 350,000 Haitians and 6,000 Syrians. The migrants now remain in limbo as the future of the program is up in the air.
The last remaining members of the independent commission that helps state election officials are being let go at the direction of the Trump administration. Multiple outlets reported Thursday that the last 3 members of the Bipartisan Election Assistance Commission had been notified of the move via email. The former supreme leader of Iran has been buried in his hometown. Ayatollah Ali Khamenei was killed in February by U.S. and Israeli airstrikes, but his funeral was postponed because of the war in Iran. His burial comes after President Trump said during this week's NATO summit in Turkey that the U.S. ceasefire with Iran was over. The number of Legionnaire's cases in an outbreak on Manhattan's Upper East Side is now up to 46, with 22 hospitalizations. In New York, Scott Pringle.
Mayor Zoran Mamdani says 19 buildings have tested positive for the Legionella bacteria in cooling towers.
We're going to be taking the step of releasing the addresses of wherever has been impacted because we know that transparency is also a critical part of how New Yorkers can continue to go about their day.
The 19 buildings have been ordered to disinfect their cooling towers, but Council Speaker Julie Menon, she's calling for all cooling towers in the impacted area to be disinfected.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Broadcasting live and local daily from the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio at the corner of Park Avenue and Kennedy Street in Woonsocket. This is WOON AM and FM.
WOON Woonsocket.
Good morning and welcome to Coffee Ann, the longest-running panel discussion show in American radio. To make a comment or ask a question of the panel, call 401-766-1240 or email coffee@woonsocketradio.com. And now, let's join the Coffee Ann panel.
All right, good morning to you, Coffee Ann. On this Friday morning, it is July the 10th in the year 2026. Thanks for joining us this morning. My name's Joe Callahan. That's Dave Richards over there. Hi there, Dave.
Hi, everybody. Good morning, everyone. Lovely day.
It's going to be a busy day here in the Coffee Am program. We expect a lot of call-ins today. James Toomey from the Blackstone Valley Tourism Council will be joining in.
That's one.
And then we'll have Meg Rigo talk about Levitt Amp coming up tonight.
That's two.
Along with our headliner tonight, Steve Smith of Steve Smith and the Nakeds will be joining us as well.
That's three.
As 3. Rich Lane's going to join us a little later on this morning. He'll be here in person. Talk about what's going on at Post 85. So that's what we got going on as we coming up here in Coffee Inn today. So as we await James Toomey to be calling in, I'm listening in to Dave do the news, and I'm thinking,
thank you, Joe.
I'm thinking, what in the world is? You know what? I've decided I got to call my congressperson. My state rep in Massachusetts, and just say, okay, this is the bill I want you to put in. You work for me. You do this. I want all illegal drugs made legal in Massachusetts.
What?
Because they're just going to do it anyway.
Oh.
I'm looking at the pilot program, and they're going to use psychedelics in medical settings.
Yeah.
Okay, everything that we were told was illegal for the last 70 years,
right? Just
make them legal, and just go nuts. Crack cocaine for everybody, Dave.
Well, that's not a good thing, Joe.
Are you sure?
Well, your comment is understandable. At the same time, it's very much like,
well, of course, mine's ridiculous.
The members of the police force will arrest people. They get a slap on the hand. They're back out in the street doing it again. You arrest people. People get hurt. It would be so easy for especially members of our police department, anybody's police department, to just get discouraged and say, oh, heck, it's not worth it anymore.
Yeah,
why even bother?
Why are we even trying?
It's shoveling against the tide.
Yeah.
But you know something? If you don't shovel against the tide, badder things happen. So, yeah, but you know, the modernity of our times and those of liberal bent are constantly trying to chip away at the foundations of society so they can have things their own way with fewer rules and more liberal ideas. And we get that, Joe,
Yeah.
but, you know, there's got to be the other side saying, listen, we've studied this down through history. If you don't have rules, yeah, you can go too far with rules, but if you don't have rules, worse things happen.
So they want to use the psychedelics. Okay, so maybe it helps with post-traumatic stress disorder. But what is it else going to do? Is it going to make you hallucinate and run out into the traffic and try to pick up a bus?
Would you say that taking a shot of morphine is a healthy thing to do?
Just on your everyday average day?
Well,
no.
I'm just saying. Would you say that's a healthy thing to do?
Well, no.
Most folks would agree, especially in long term, that that's really not a good thing for you, for your body, for society, for your family, for anybody who drives by your house. It's not a good thing. All right. However, if you are in a situation where you are hurting, where you have just suffered a tremendous trauma, where your muscles being tense and you thrashing around in pain would do you more harm than the temporary dose of morphine, they'll give you a shot of morphine. And here's the interesting thing about that.
Mm-hmm.
I had it one time during a surgery in which I had a local anesthetic which didn't take. And when the surgery was over, the doctor looked at the nurse and said, give him a shot of the good stuff. Never had it before, didn't know what I was getting, but I knew I was in a bad way. And they gave me a shot of this stuff. I still felt everything, but I didn't care. Didn't care.
Well, that's the problem with getting addicted to morphine or
exactly
or any other painkiller like that.
Joe, let me just tell you though, I have tremendous compassion for those who get hooked on drugs, because as I remember that experience, because I still remember that experience, I remember everything from the receiver of all of this. Joe, I get it about people getting hooked on drugs. I understand how good people, well-meaning people, can get hooked on drugs because it is such a temptation.
Well, yeah, because you feel at the beginning, you feel great.
Well, that's the whole thing. And you know, as things go on, you have deaths in the family. The kids are misbehaving, wreck the car. I mean, there's all kinds of things that life hands out in big, huge dollops. And sometimes you just don't, you want it to stop. You want to stop hurting for a few minutes.
Yeah.
It is such a temptation when you know that would do it.
All right, James Toomey from the Blackstone Valley Tourism Council is joining us on the telephone.
Hey,
Dave, let's
alrighty.
say hi to James. Hi, James.
Hi, James.
Good morning, everyone. How are you?
Well, we're doing well.
I'm doing fantastic.
Excellent.
Love it.
So,
No, not love it, Levitt tonight, right here in Woonsocket.
but what's 3 to see this weekend in the Blackstone Valley, James, according to the Blackstone Valley Tourism Council?
Sure thing.
It's getting harder to pick just 3, right?
Oh yeah. We'll do what we can here. But yeah, tonight at Adams Farm, which is a beautiful family-run farm out in Cumberland, they're doing a food truck event with Roadie Food Trucks. They do a really good job of their selection of food trucks that they bring out. They also bring out artisan vendors. There'll be a beer garden and a whole kids zone. So that's from 5 to 9 at Adams Farm. Really recommend that. And as the weather is changing a little bit. I mean, it's a little bit cooler. It's a little bit less rainy. So looking to get back outside. The Maori Farm Conservation Area is doing Ambassador's Hike, and that's tomorrow evening. So it's a 1.5 mile hike. That's moderate with some gradual climbs. So someone that has a little bit of experience with it, but it's an awesome way to get out and explore this beautiful area in Smithfield. And again, just trying to orient people to enjoy the outdoors here in Blackstone Valley during the summertime. And then our dear friends at St. Anne Arts and Cultural Center are hosting a fundraiser at Cello's in Woonsocket. So I always want to shout them out. You can just get a delicious meal at Cello's, which is always fantastic, and then up to 20% of your order will be donated to St. Anne Arts and Cultural Center.
Nice.
And there's some other raffles. You have a chance to win some Polar Express tickets. You have, a bunch of other things that are going on. So highly recommend doing that so you can dine in or you can place a takeout order. So any way that is easy for you, just head there on Sunday, and that's from 11:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. So basically all day for that. So, wanted to highlight those things. And, for myself as a member of the Rhode Island 250 Commission, also want to shout out and also thank Senator Murray for her leadership that the Declaration of Independence is going to be on view at the Museum of Working Culture tomorrow, which is the 11th, from 1 to 3.
Isn't that so cool?
Yeah. Yeah, really,
that's
really
going to be
excited
there.
about that.
An original copy of the original Declaration of Independence. That's just. I love history stuff like that, James, and so this is just so cool that you can see an original copy.
Very rare opportunity for this. I mean, this is usually just held in the State House archive.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be there as well, as some people have heard me talk about. The History of Soccer in Rhode Island exhibit is running there through September. So I'm going to be on site both as a 250 Commission member, but just also there if anyone has any questions about that. So this is an opportunity for you to go and see that soccer history exhibit. But yeah, no, it's really cool. I was there yesterday and talked to the people at the museum, and it's incredible what they need to do to make sure that this really important document is treated well. The state police presence to make sure it's secure, and the lights need to be at a certain level, and the temperature in the room needs to be perfect, and all these other things. So it's a very, very big deal to have this coming, and we're really excited about that. So yeah, a lot of stuff that's happening. Soccer as usual, a bunch of games at Central Bank Stadium with the Legacy and Rhode Island FC, and Revs 2 are playing in Smithfield on Wednesday of this coming week. So there's just a lot of stuff that's happening as always, and we just invite people to come out and enjoy all that they can here in Blackstone Valley.
Then I'm going to be there on Sunday. The fabulous Denise and I always go out to the St. Anne Arts and Cultural Center's different cellos escapades. I think they do it 3 times a year, because I got to tell you, when you walk in, you just got to laugh. Because they talk about Christmas in July. A lot of people groan, oh, Hallmark Channel, Christmas in July. Right, great. But seriously, all day, 11:30 a.m. to 10 p.m., you walk in, they're going to have Santa there. All the elves will be there. There'll be candy canes, decorations. They'll be playing Christmas music.
Yeah.
In the restaurant.
Yep.
And you just got to laugh because they know how to throw a party, I tell you there. Dominic
absolutely.
and his guys, they really know how to throw a party. And there's great things you can win, too. They always have raffle baskets.
Yes. Yeah, a lot of fun and exciting things that are happening. Always check out tourblackstone.com/events.
Yes.
For more details on all of these things or other things that may, fit your personality in a different way. But we've got so many different things that are happening. There's always something for someone out here. So.
And we'll see you hanging around the Blackstone Valley somewhere.
Well, yeah, come see me tomorrow. I'll be hanging around. If you're an avid listener of the show and have no idea what I look like, I will be hanging out at the Museum of Working Culture tomorrow. So come and say hi. I'd love to meet some people that are your listeners, and really invite you to check out the Declaration of Independence and this really rare opportunities to do that, and also learn about our soccer history.
Very.
Watching the games on TV and everything
I'm
like
glad
that.
you'll be there, because we've been looking forward to this for a while, and Senator Murray can't be with us on the show right now, but she had a lot to do with bringing that to Woonsocket.
Yes.
And we thank her very, very much. And we're going to drop by there, too, as well, but I'm not going to stay the whole time like you.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Thank
Thanks
you, everyone.
again, James.
Look forward to seeing you.
All right, you have a great weekend.
Enjoy.
All
Bye.
right, bye now. James Toomey from the Blackstone Valley Tourism Council, joining us every Friday here on the Coffee AM program. Well, whenever it happens, big investigation has got to start because we have a death at the ACI.
Right. Well,
you got to find out what happened and how did it happen and who is it.
It doesn't seem to happen very often.
It doesn't happen very often. You think it might happen more often, but it doesn't.
You got people who live in there, and when your time comes, your time comes.
But was he? Did he die of natural causes?
Well, we don't know.
Or was he helped along?
Yeah, right.
kind of thing.
You never
we
know
don't know. But he was found unresponsive on Sunday. They tried life-saving measures, but was pronounced dead. I guess at the ACI. I don't know if they brought him to a hospital. But the name and the cause of death not been released. So that's right. That's what they'll be looking at down there.
They'll make a report at a future date.
Yeah, that's right. So
all right. Hey, we want to take our break now.
Yeah, just because we're expecting phone calls from Meg Rigo and Steve Smith. So it's 8:13 on this Friday morning. So let's take a break, and more of Coffee In is coming up. So stick around.
ON 1240.
Wow, can you believe Gators Pub is celebrating its 35th year in business? Maybe the key to Gators' success is our super friendly staff. Or maybe the fact that the chefs at Gators are constantly making some of the freshest and most delicious dishes around. If you've never been, come on down and check out our great lunch specials from Monday through Thursday. They also offer complimentary soup during lunch. Watch the Boston Red Sox on one of our many TVs while enjoying classic apps like fresh potato skins or our famous pita chips. Come watch a volleyball game and have a burger or one of our newest cocktail creations. Gators is located on Route 102 in North Smithfield, about 1 mile before Wright's Chicken Farm. Come say hello.
The Coffee and panel is enjoying coffee from Down East Coffee Roasters. All their coffee is roasted right here in Rhode Island. Down East Coffee Roasters is available at all Little General stores.
WOON Woonsocket Radio, ON AM and FM.
That's us, and we are on the Coffee and program. Here on ON Radio, Joe Callahan here with Dave Richards. And Dave, it's time for a first message from our second segment sponsor, the Northern Rhode Island Chamber of Commerce.
You betcha, Joe. Well, we have the golf tournament coming up at the Northern Rhode Island Chamber of Commerce. That's really, it's big on their mind, and a lot of people like to go to that sort of thing. I have the list right here. Like on August 5th, now you think that that's a long time away, but no, not even a month away. Momentum Morning. This is the 1 mile walk in Lincoln, where you get together at 7:45 in the morning. You take a little walk. By 9 o'clock, you're on your way to your job and feeling fantastic, having done a nice little get your steps in for the day. Then on August 11th, networking pop-up at Track 15. Like I said, this used to be the old Capitol Grill, the first place that they had the Capitol Grill. And boy, does it look different. It looks like a train station now. But it's got all kinds of different restaurants in it. Very, very nice. And that's coming up on August 11th, 4:30 to 6:30. We've had private parties there before, and it's lots of fun. And the Eggs and Issues Breakfast returns on September 22nd, and our featured speaker will be Senate President Valerie Lawson at the Kirkbrake Country Club, 8:30 to 9:30 in the morning. Always remember that chamber members have dispensation to miss Coffee In for any chamber event, and you'll just do the make good like Rotary later in the evening like that. The Northern Rhode Island Chamber of Commerce working for you, 334-1000. Call after 9. Joe, the phone's ringing.
It is, and on the telephone line right now, joining us from 11 Amp, Woonsocket, Meg Rigo.
Hey, the Megster's here.
Good morning. It's Levitt Day.
It is Levitt Day. It's Friday. Look at that.
We had a week off last week, and I was busy because we had July 4th stuff going on, but I wasn't amused. We had a great concert. We actually did have a really great concert here in Woonsocket in place of the Levitt thing. And hold on just a second here. I know I'm on the air, and this is rather gauche. If you don't call the number I texted you, I can't put you on the radio. What's not working?
Anyway, I'll talk to Meg.
Yeah, you do that. I'll try.
All right, Meg. So tonight, we've got Steve Smith and the Naked Truth. They've been here 8 years in a row, and things are going great when they come here, right?
We always have a time.
Yep.
We always have a good time. A big party in the park.
And the opening act is the band that won the Battle of the Bands that you had a couple of months back.
Yes, back in May, we launched the whole concert series with the Battle of the Bands. So we had a few different bands compete, and these guys, they came out on top of our public voting. They're called Honeycomb Lately. It's a rock trio. They're located right in Rhode Island.
Okay.
And the community that listened that night just loved them. They were so excited to see them. And so they will be taking the stage at 6 o'clock.
And what's so cool at the Battle of the Bands is that Steve Smith actually came out to see who was going to win, to see who would open for him or his band.
He did, and he stood in the background, and I was like, Steve, do you want to say anything? Do you want to say hello? And he's like, no. It's about Battle of the Bands band. But we do have a photo of him with the Honeycomb Lately guys, and he was really excited. He liked all the bands, but he really liked Honeycomb Lately, so he was excited when they won.
And how excited are they that they get to open for Steve Smith?
I know. It's so wild. Like, when you think about performing in Rhode Island, there are lots of great music venues, but they're kind of small, unless you're like a real big fish, right? You're like on at PPAC or at Betts or, at the AMP, the old Civic Center. But when you come out on an 11 night when Steve Smith is playing, I mean, there's 800 people in the park. Yeah. That's a sizable audience.
And Meg, speaking of Steve Smith, guess who's joining us on the phone?
We finally got him on the alternate phone line. He said for some reason his phone wasn't connecting to the same circuit that you're on. So we've got him on the alternate circuit, and here he is from his palatial estate somewhere in Rhode Island, Steve Smith.
Good morning, Steve.
Yeah. Good morning, and thank you for giving me the right number.
I gave you the same number I gave Meg. Meg got through. It's the phone system.
I clearly beat you to the phone line, Steve. Like when you can only have one person in at once, maybe. Not really.
There you go.
All right.
Well, I'm here. So.
Steve, eight years in a row, 11 amp. You must love coming out.
Oh, my God. Has it been that long? It seems like yesterday.
well, technically, we took the pandemic off, but he was on, but with a previous year's performance because they were all recorded during the pandemic.
It was interrupted by the pandemic. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's not going to be interrupted tonight.
Nope. And we always get such a great crowd that comes out to see you, and they love when you come out and roam amongst the fans. They love that part of the show, Steve.
Yeah, and it looks like we got a beautiful day too for it.
Oh, it's gonna be a great great night. And Meg, like Meg says, it's going to be a great night, music-wise and weather-wise. So everyone's all excited for the show this evening. And Steve, you came out to see the Battle of the Bands. The winner, Honeycomb Lately, is opening for you guys. Was that when you saw them back in May? Was that the first time you saw those guys perform?
I believe one of the guys was in a band that opened up for us before.
Okay.
So I know one of them. He's a real good singer, real good guitar player.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was cool. I mean, I'm glad I did that. I always support Levitt.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great cause, and you have to get involved. To keep the thing going. So yeah, it was great.
Excellent, Meg. Let's talk food at the food trucks tonight. Who's going to be down there?
So for all of those with your sweet tooth, we have Cookie Chow that's coming out. They have an entire food truck.
That's my category.
But they look like all different things. Like there was something that looked like an old school popsicle that I was gotten from a popsicle truck, and it was really like, I can't believe it's not cake. It was like, I can't believe it's a cookie. It was wild. It looked incredible. And then we have Bugged Out Barbecue, who Steve, Bug was like, when's Steve coming? I'm going to be there that night. So hopefully you guys
I was there when he said that, Steve, and that's not foolishness. He said, what night's Steve Smith coming? He says, I'm going to book that one.
Yeah, well, we have 11 people. We have 11 people, so
you got to feed everybody.
There's a lot of people to feed.
That's right. That's right.
Who else is going to be there, Meg?
And then we also have Chick-fil-A, and they showed up a couple of weeks ago, and people loved them. You get like a box dinner.
Ah, okay.
And that was the first time I ever had a Chick-fil-A sandwich in my whole life. My daughter lives on this stuff where she lives, but I never had it because there isn't one in Woonsocket, and that was like that. But I liked it. The little pickle was very, very nice on the chicken sandwich. I never would have thought to put a pickle on a chicken sandwich, but they did.
There we go. Should you too want a pickle tonight? Then fun.
And any other food trucks, Meg?
Just the three of them. I anticipate that we'll have Adele's or some cool beverage show up. I just don't know who they are at this moment in time. But then, of course, we have Zeros behind the bar. So our old standby, so I'm sure we'll have lots of gansets for you, Steve.
Oh,
boy.
Well, that's what matters.
Looking forward to that too.
All of my favorites. All of my favorites.
This time I got to get Steve Smith to sign my Canonara Gansett tonight.
Can you do that?
one?
Can you get a Sharpie and do that?
Would you do that? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Would you be off to the side of the merch tent signing cans of Narragansett, Steve?
If you have one with me on it?
No. I'm saying
You
that
have one?
if I bought one, would you sign it?
Actually, I'll bring you one of the 50th anniversary. That has my picture
hey,
on
there
it.
you go. Ooh, that's
My
really
goodness,
cool.
yeah. Of course, Narragansett
Well,
lager beer, my favorite, by the way. I've always said that. I've said that on the air many times. Narragansett lager beer is the official beer of Steve Smith and the Nakeds.
That's right.
And also
My
tonight,
favorite flavor.
yeah. Also tonight at 11 Amp will be another 4 tickets. We'll be giving away to go to Six Flags New England.
Ooh.
So yeah, you got to come on down. You got to take a picture of yourself. You got to post it to your social media, and then show the merch table that you posted it to social media with the hashtag Music Moves.
Will Amy be at the merch table tonight, Meg?
Amy will be at the merch table. She's
show
our
it to Amy.
certifier of your social media posts.
and
she
she'll
also
give you-
sells some pretty awesome merch.
She'll give you a ticket when she sees your post on your social media for the raffle at the end. As soon as Steve reluctantly finishes on stage tonight, after 5 encores, we'll draw for the tickets. You don't have to be there to win.
That's great.
And then it gets everyone all excited for the Six Flags tickets, Steve. So pump it up.
Yeah, I like the idea of cookies and beer.
I love this man.
That's a great combination.
Cookies and beer and a roller coaster would just be another one.
Ah, there we go. We're all set now.
Oh my God!
So it all starts tonight, 6 o'clock, River Island Art Park.
With Honeycomb Lately.
Honeycomb Lately on first, and then Steve Smith and the Naked Truth as the headlining act tonight. Should be a great night. So Steve, have yourself a fantastic night. Break a leg, as they say. Do they still say that? Do they still say break
Don't
a leg?
say that with the stage like
Oh,
that.
absolutely. Yep.
Oh, okay, very
Yeah.
good. So break a leg tonight.
You know, he's constantly leaving the stage and joining the
I
crowd.
know he
Because he
is.
wants to see the show. It's great. He knows he's heard it.
I like to listen to the band.
There you go.
You ever find an empty seat out there and just sit down and watch the stage while singing?
Yep.
You do? Okay, excuse me.
Yep.
Excuse me. Get out of my way.
I'll bring you a chair, Steve.
Empty seats, full seats. You just take the seat wherever you are.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
If it's an empty seat, I'm in it.
Perfect.
All right.
All right, so that's tonight, River Island Art Park, 11 Amp. If you can't make it down, we have it for you right here on ON Radio and on WOON TV. We'll have it for you this evening as well. So have a great night at 11 Amp. And Steve and Meg, thanks for calling in today.
We'll see you later.
Thanks
See
so
you
much.
in the park tonight.
See everyone at 6.
All right, have a great night.
We'll see everybody tonight.
Very good. Thanks, Steve. Thanks, Meg. All right.
Got it.
Steve Smith of the Naked Truth, and Steve Smith, of the Steve Smith and the Naked Truth, and Meg Rigo from the 11 Amp Woonsocket Music Series, talk about the concerts this evening. And we're being joined at the coffee and table. Rich Lane is here. Hi, Rich.
Hey, good morning.
Is in.
Morning.
How are things going there with you over there?
Good.
Everything all right?
Good after all the 4th of July celebrations and everything like that. And, not now right back into the humidity and the heat. Isn't it fun?
Well, we love it,
I made up my mind I'm not any more comfortable than the rest of you, but I made up my mind a long time ago not to be two-faced. I will pitch and moan about the cold winds of winter, and then I will sit and sweat like everybody else all summer long and just bite my lip.
There you go.
Because I had to choose one. Because I wasn't be two-faced about it, and I hate the cold wind.
Words of wisdom from Dave Richards.
I don't know if you guys saw, maybe you saw a video on the news last night. Of course, they've blocked out the nurses at Brigham and Women's Hospital in Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they showed up. We're going to go to work. And there was a line of
they challenged
the security.
They challenged it.
And they just had their little, piece of paper or something off the tablet. It was 6:59, and we're ready to go to work. And they said, you're not allowed in. And you're not allowed in until Monday?
Monday
the
morning
13th?
at 7 o'clock. They had to do that.
What, the union nurses had to do that?
If they didn't show up.
Oh, I see. All right.
Then there would be the charge that they
Didn't show up.
abandoned, that
Yeah.
they extended their strike.
Yeah.
They had to show up conspicuously and try to go in, knowing that they wouldn't be successful.
Yep.
But if they hadn't tried, then the other side in the argument could have said, hey, you didn't even show up. Hey, and it gets down to these legalities and stuff like that. This is a big thing.
I don't know if I misheard, but I thought I had heard that the nurses that took over, that they were contracted to stay there till Monday.
5 days.
No,
it's 5 days.
There's a group of them that travel, that do this, and when you hire them, they say, "Listen, we're coming from all over the country. We're going to come in, help you run your hospital in the meantime." But it's a 5-day minimum.
Yeah.
So you get them for 1 minute, you get them for 5 days. And you're going to pay them for 5 days. So what's the hospital going to do? They're going to say, well, if you go out for a minute, you're going out for 5 days. So go ahead, have your strike, but you're not coming back until these folks' contract is up, and then we'll take you back. But if they hadn't come back and tried to work after their strike was over, they could have been subject to charges that they extended the strike.
Yeah.
So technically, I guess they are, because the unionized nurses are coming back each day and will continue to picket. Since they can't go to work, they're going to keep the picket line.
They are locked out.
Yes. Yeah. So that's what's going on up there in Boston.
Labor unrest is always a shame.
Yes, it is. All right, we're going to take a break here on the Coffee and program, but this segment of Coffee and has been sponsored by the Northern Rhode Island Chamber of Commerce. What's up with them, Dave?
334-1000, call them after 9 o'clock this morning. That's when they start answering their telephone. Find out how the chamber can work for you.
Very good. Time for the weather forecast, being brought to you by Mattress Warehouse of Providence.
Partly sunny skies today with a high of 88 degrees. There is a 30% chance of a pop-up shower or thunderstorm late in the day. Tonight, partly cloudy skies, overnight low of 65. Saturday's weather mostly sunny and a high of 83. Sunday, sunshine and 82. Monday, sunshine and 86. Tuesday, sunny and hot with a high of 92. Wednesday, mostly sunny and hot with a high of 95. And on Thursday, mostly sunny and hot again with a high near 91 degrees.
Outside the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio on the corner of Park Ave and Kennedy Street, mostly sunny skies, humid, and 74 degrees.
Buy one, get one free on select mattresses at Mattress Warehouse. Plus, get a free adjustable base with select purchases. Enter to win a $100 gas card or a bed gear bundle. Plus, one lucky winner gets their purchase made free up to $5,000.
This weekend at Chan, something very, very special. Albert Castiglia, live blues at Chan's. Tonight, Friday night, 8 to 10, and tomorrow night, 8 to 10, at Chan's. Chan's welcomes the return of the high-voltage energy of AC's hard-hitting blues rock heavyweight for 2 nights of fireworks inside at Chan's. The blues, truly an original American musical art form. You can get in for $25 in advance, $30 at the door. Albert Castiglia tonight and tomorrow at Chan's. And be sure to drop by and have some great food at Chan's too, because, there's nothing like a dish of food at Chan's.
They say in business you don't last very long if you don't know what you're doing. And if that's the case, we must know a thing or two at the Carew Investment Group, because we've been in the business since 1987, helping people just like you with their investments. At the Carew Investment Group, we employ a conservative approach to client portfolios by using only the best quality companies available, many of which pay quarterly dividends. We look for opportunities that we expect to go up in value not every day, but over time. And we take our responsibilities seriously and always place our clients first in any investment decision. If you'd like to know more or would like a free portfolio review of your current holdings, you can call Paul or Ed at 765-8880. Our office is located at 2190 Mendon Road, Suite 3 in Cumberland, Rhode Island. And we'd love to meet you and see if we can help you with your investing journey. Securities offered through Bolton Global Capital, member FINRA and SIPC, and advisory services offered through Bolton Global Asset Management, a registered investment advisor.
It's Coffee and on ON. Thanks for joining us. Joe Callahan here with Rich Lane and Dave Richards. And this segment of Coffee and is sponsored by the Valley Breeze newspapers. Dave has this week's Valley Breezes in his hands.
I do, Joe. I have the Cumberland Lincoln edition in my hand right now. And we have great pictures here from Bob Emerson, always gives us great pictures on the Valley Breeze. Beating the Heat. We have a little youngster, Cameron Nolan of Plainville, Massachusetts, enjoyed a cool mist coming from one of the 2 cooling stations that the Cumberland EMT set up for the annual fireworks display this past weekend. Also, speaking of Cumberland, Sandy Hall has a story about the pipeline project altered to protect improvements at Diamond Hill Park. Rochelle Medeiros writes from Lincoln, candidates face a Friday filing deadline, that's today, for a Lincoln municipal election, and the family calls for transparency after a Lincoln grad's diploma was questioned. Rochelle also has a story on that. Turning my attention now to the North Smithfield, Woonsocket, and Blackstone edition of the Valley Breeze newspaper. North Smithfield election attracts new challengers. There's a story there from Mara Hagen-Spath. A look at Woonsocket's 2026 mayoral candidates. Mara has the story right there. And let's see, of course, at the Woonsocket's Independence Day celebration last Friday, we had, let's see, stars. Oh, they were all dressed up, and they got them on the park bench. Oh, and the ON TV truck is in the background of the picture on the front page of the Valley Breeze there. Woonsocket city elections draw some new faces and some familiar ones. Stories there. Again, Mara does the stories there so very, very well. And in every edition of the Valley Breeze newspapers this week, pick up the insert. It comes inside your Valley Breeze. The Northern Rhode Island Spring All Scholastic Sports Awards from the Valley Breeze 2026 edition. Baseball, softball, boys volleyball, lacrosse, golf, and outdoor track and field. And they got a QR code on there to help you look it up for statistics and stuff like that. It's all on the Valley Breeze, free where you shop every Friday, and some great local ads, too, from great local businesses. Joe?
All right. Rich Lane, what's going on at Post 85? What's coming up?
Yeah, we're still alive and kicking down there on River Street. Tomorrow night, July the 11th, we have the Strum Dogs going to do their music underneath the pavilion. They're going to start at 7 o'clock, 7 to 11. Never cover charge to listen to any of the music down at American Legion Post 85. It's supposed to be a wonderful night tomorrow night, more comfortable outside, not as much humidity. So good night to sit underneath our pavilion, listen to the Strum Dogs tomorrow night, enjoy a nice beverage from our outside bar, and just get to know a little bit about the Post. So like I said, tomorrow night from 7 to 11, Strum Dogs over at American Legion Post 85. Now, the following Saturday...
Last Friday, when I was at the World War II Park.
Yes.
And we had the Kickin' Brass.
They were good.
Yeah. And we had Lacey Daisy.
Lacey Cheryl.
Lacey Cheryl, I'm sorry. Lacey Cheryl 5. A guy and a gal came by to the truck and said, "Where's the Strum Dogs?"
Really?
That's how popular they are.
Well, that's good. See? That's good. So they have a good following. So that means we're going to have a lot of people. That means we'll do some good bit. I repeat it every once in a while, but we need public support down there at the American Legion Post. We're open to the public. We invite you to come in. We invite you to come downstairs, have a beverage, get to know what we're all about down there. It's not just veterans we serve. We serve the community, too. We do a lot of stuff in the community. You've seen Trish Parento from Boobification come in here, and we do a lot of work with her, and she supports the veterans. We support her. We've done coat drives for the community. We've got the Ladies Auxiliary down there. So there's just all sorts of great entities. Come on down to the Post. Just say hello to us. Introduce yourself. More than happy to tell you about the place. Then a week from tomorrow, July 18th, New World Wrestling Extreme Summer Sizzler is back at the American Legion Post
right now.
Sizzling right now. You got that right.
Can you imagine doing what they do in 90-degree heat?
Oh, God, no. God, no.
I don't know how they can, because they don't wear much, and so you're sweating.
Yeah.
How do you not slip and slide?
You probably do.
Well, then you might hurt yourself.
They probably do. You know?
Wow. But they love it, so okay.
Oh yeah. So come on down. If you can't make tomorrow night for the Strum Dogs, come on down July 18th. If you're a big wrestling fan, you can go to Google search New England World Wrestling Extreme, and I'm sure you'll see their site there, and they'll give you all the information. I believe the gates open at 6, and I think the minimum price on it, there's advanced sale tickets. Like if you want a better row, it's a little bit more money, but I think the general admission charge is only $10.
Oh, there you
so,
go.
I mean, for $10, you can sit there, and there's really not a bad seat in the house. So if you're a big wrestling fan, July 18th is when you want to come down to American Legion Post 85. Now, the week after that, we're busy, huh?
Sure are.
A week after that, July 25th, it's a Saturday, we are going to have our Rock Fest. And the first band that starts is at 1 p.m. It's Northeast Groove. And
They're
then,
terrific. Yeah.
Yeah, good local band.
Yeah.
And then at 6 p.m., a band called Fat Angus is AC/DC tribute.
Okay.
They're going to be starting at 6 p.m. But one of the big parts of that day at the Rock Fest is we're going to have a barbecue competition. We have 15 vendors that are competing against one another for barbecue.
For best barbecue, huh?
Best barbecue. They are going to be up there. They're going to be cooking their stuff. They can do all the prep work off-site, but all the cooking has to be done on-site. So like I say, 15 of them for $25.
Wow.
You can put your money down, get a little wrist tag, or however they're going to identify that you've paid, and you can eat from every one of the 15 people cooking. Now, I don't know where you get a better deal than that for $25. Plus low cost on beverages and stuff. So we are just going to have an awesome time on July 25th. Mark that date on your calendar. Come on down, enjoy some rock music, and enjoy some great barbecue. And then, of course, in August, we're going to have our bands on August 1st, August 22nd, August 29th. So, I mean, we just got a lot going on during the summer. But like I said earlier, come on down to the Post anytime. Come on down, have a beverage, say hi to us, ask what we're all about. We've got if you join down there, there's a lot of good benefits to joining down there, and we'll be happy to explain all that to you. And one thing I do want to mention that I do mention every once in a while, but I like to describe to everybody out there our courtesy car program. The courtesy car program, for people that have not heard about it before, we have a vehicle at American Legion Post 85 that we will pick a veteran up for their medical appointment at their home. We will drive the veteran to that medical appointment. We will wait for them at the medical appointment, and we will bring them back to their home. And this is a service that we provide free of charge to a veteran. So if you know a veteran that needs a ride, the way to do it is to call American Legion Post 85 at 401-766-7585. You give the name and the telephone contact. I'm the duty officer. I will call that veteran, and we do one trip a day. So if the date is open, you will get the trip. We have 11 volunteer drivers. One of them sitting right over here. Dave Richards has been.
We can't do as many as I'd like.
No, but I'll tell you, we love the fact that people volunteer to drive, and that we appreciate every single one of our drivers. And they were. I put the date out there. The driver says they can't. But if I tell you you're going on that date because the date is open, you'll go. I'm considered the emergency driver.
Well, yeah,
no one else can do it.
That.
Rich does it.
Yeah. So, and because I'll tell you what, in the over 3 years we have been doing this, I had to say no one time.
Once, yeah.
And it was the very first call 3 years ago, and we try to stay in the general area of Woonsocket, almost like within a 10-mile radius for a pickup.
Okay.
This veteran was a World War II veteran that was calling from Marlborough, Massachusetts.
Wow.
And
all right, not really around the corner, but not too terribly far away.
because of the entities that donate to the program.
Okay.
Are all like northern Rhode Island based.
Okay.
So, you've got to put parameters around
Okay.
it. And I'll tell you, I don't mind saying it. I had tears in my eyes when I had to say no to a World War II veteran. But
where did he want to go?
To Boston.
Into Boston. Okay.
Yeah, and it doesn't make any difference where you go. Like I had a veteran I picked up the other day with the courtesy car. I picked him up in Rentham, Mass, and we went to Mass Ioneer down on Huntington Ave in Boston. So it doesn't make any difference where the veteran has to go. It's we try, like I said, we try for a pickup. We try to stay within the 10-mile radius of Woonsocket. So, but anyhow, if you know a veteran needs a ride, 401-766-7585, and they'll get in touch with me, and I'll get in touch with the veteran. We'll try to set the whole ride up.
All right.
Had a good time too down at World War II Park on the 3rd of July there, Dave. Yep. I was very honored to get up there and give a little spiel, as they say, up on the stage.
And it wasn't anybody in particular. It certainly wasn't your fault. Right in the middle of Rich's speech, the speaker goes out.
Yeah.
I was just about to give the
best
punchline right there.
The crescendo of the speech.
And he's so professional. He says, "Okay, I'll wait for him to get it fixed." He's just standing there smiling and stuff like that. Adam's looking at it saying, "What the heck?" And he looks at me, and I said, "The guy who's setting up the screens for the next band. I saw him pull a plug over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
He doesn't know what he did. Go help him."
Yeah.
Yeah, and I looked at that guy, and he was apologizing. I felt bad for him, right?
He did it on camera.
Yeah.
If you go back to the website and you look at the whole thing, you can see him pull the plug, and the speaker goes out on you.
But he apologized up one side and the other, and I looked at him. I said, "Go to the corner and counsel yourself." But I'll tell you what I did do. I thought I saw Melissa Murray pull the plug on me. I don't know.
Wait
but
a
I did.
minute.
But I did approach Melissa. I said, "I did notice how the microphone did not go out when you were talking."
You spoke. It's a conspiracy.
It was a conspiracy. Yes, it was. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I'm only joking, Melissa. I love you. You know that.
All right, we're going to take a break on the Coffee AM program. More coming your way. We ask you to please stay with us.
The Valley Breeze has been a local news leader since its founding in 1996, and more people are reading our stories today than ever before. We believe our mission of making our community stronger by telling their stories is not just a tagline, but a way of life for our staff as they connect with you, our loyal readers and advertisers. Our team thanks you for always reading, always reaching out, and always helping toward our shared vision. Check out any of our 5 editions or visit valleybreeze.com for more.
It's the worldwide sound of ON Radio.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
If you're only good to your new friends, you're not going to have any old ones. Straight Talk gets it. That's why new and existing customers get free 5G phones on Verizon's 5G network. Pretty simple, really. You keep good people by being good people.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit information kit. 800-909-9696. 800-909-9696.
Christmas in July returns to Cellos in Woonsocket to benefit the St. Anotson Cultural Center on Sunday, July 12th. This family-friendly event will feature tropical holiday music, Christmas decor, and of course, Santa. Dine at Cellos and be entered to win special prizes including a 55-inch TV, a gas grill, and tickets to the Polar Express. To participate, pick up a sponsor card at these supporting businesses: Beal's Flowers, The Honey Shop, Creative Impressions, Little General on Cumberland Hill Road, Missy's Family Restaurant, Pine Swamp Place, Timeless Antiques, Vaux's True Value Hardware, or print the card from the St. Anotson Cultural Center website.
You can depend on us for public service. ON Radio.
ON AM and FM. That's us. Thanks for joining us on the Coffee AM program. Joe Callahan here with Rich Lane and Dave Richards. I'm going to bring up the next story, Rich, because stories like this drive Dave crazy. So I like you bringing it up because today is, and he's already read this. Today is National French Fry Day.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
National French Fry Day.
It's National French Fry Day.
I didn't know that.
So there you go. So that means a lot of your fast food restaurants are having specials where you can get free French fries. Now, can you walk into your local McDonald's and say, "Give me my free French fries because it's National French Fry Day"? No, you can't. The only way to do it is you got to go on their app.
The app.
And you got to buy something in order to get something for free.
We don't want to deal with people.
No.
So you go pick it up and then you get your free French fry.
McDonald's rewards. McDonald's reward members. You got to be a member of the McDonald's Rewards Club. You can get a free medium fry if you purchase something of $1 or more. And I don't know what you can get for $1 at McDonald's. So whatever you're buying, it's gonna go okay. And then you can get your free fries from McDonald's. Wendy's is the same. They're offering any size free fries through their app with a $5 minimum purchase.
Okay.
And Chick-fil-A, on there, you got to go to their app and you got to play a game on their app first before spot the cow. Spot the cow. And you have until July 13th to unlock a reward of they have waffle fries at Chick-fil-A. So you can't just walk into these places and say, "Hey, it's National French Fry Day. I'll have a burger and some free French fries." No. It's just not done that way anymore.
Well, I will be.
And drives is crazy that you have to do it that way.
Well,
you got to be a member.
You got to understand.
You got to be in the
first of
club.
all, I don't care. I mean, I don't yuck somebody else's yum. If they want to do it that way, that's just fine. But let me just be clear on this. We subscribe to a news service. It's owned by the great and mighty iHeart. And if you buy a big schedule with iHeart, you get
free stories
included in news stories. We know this is happening. It ain't the way that we do news, but we know it's happening, and that's the way it is.
People love to go onto these apps of the different restaurants
because
and accumulate.
This is not news.
They want to. I know. They want to. Well, the National French Fry Day is that's
I'm
news.
paying them.
Go ahead, Rich.
Joe,
them to do news.
Joe, you were right.
I know.
Dave doesn't like this story.
No,
you
know,
were right.
I know.
You were right.
It's just another one of those
and
cleverly disguised commercials.
I know.
See, now this evening, I told you, my granddaughters, I'm so proud of them, but the oldest one's boyfriend, he's only 18 years old, they came over to the house the other night and they said, "We'd like to take you and Cindy out to dinner on Friday night." So I'm going to go to a local restaurant that's well known around here, but I am going to see if they're going to honor National French Fry Day.
Well, they might not.
I'm going to ask.
But see, do you have a deal going? Because
I'm going to ask, but I'm going to order something with side order fries.
All right,
Dave, I'll let you know how it all turns out. Okay.
All right. Well, this is how they do things, by the way, in the state of Iowa. The city council race in Runnels, Iowa, is going to be decided the way they do it. They're going to draw a name out of a hat. Because there was in the small town,
much like the Democratic Party appears to be doing in Maine. But here we go.
In the small town of Runnels, Iowa, which is just southeast of Des Moines, there was a race between Cory Walker Zepeda and Jake Dingham, and it ended on a tie on Election Day. To talk about how small this town is, they each got 37 votes. This is a small town.
Yeah.
Good turnout, eh?
Great turnout. So they each get 37. So by Iowa law, we don't flip a coin. We don't do another runoff. We put two names in a hat, and we pull one out. The Polk County Board of Supervisors plans to do the hat draw at their meeting next week. I don't know who does it. Probably the head. What kind of hat do they use? Maybe they could use your hat, Rich.
The one with the rooster on it.
Yeah.
They should do something like, just a suggestion. I'd set up something like a charity thing. Whoever can raise the most money for a charitable organization or whatever, that's the person that's going to win.
But then you end up with sandbagging. You end up with time extensions. You end up with, okay, you raised that money, but did you actually cash the check?
Yeah, was it postmarked before you?
Yeah. It gets argumentative.
It's not just the town. This is the law in the state.
That's wild.
So if it happens in the big city like Des Moines, we got to do the same thing. Is pull a name out of a hat.
They
Now, were
probably
these just-
figured that it wouldn't happen often.
Well, probably not. How many times do we actually have an actual?
Were
physical
these
tie?
just the two guys, or was it like a
Yeah,
bunch of other people, and then
No.
those two ended up with?
Well, according to what we have, the race is just between these two men.
Okay.
And they each got 37 votes. We
All
probably
right.
counted it 3 or 4 times. Nope, it's coming down
Nope,
to 37 every single time.
I just hope it doesn't come down like that in Rhode Island one time.
See, that's
I don't-
why.
and what's the rule here in Rhode Island?
I'd have to look
Flip
that
a
up.
coin? Do we take a do we use a bow and arrow to see
Yeah.
what name we hit?
Because
I don't know.
winning and losing like that is really.
Oh, I know.
It's
rough.
Well, you know,
Yeah,
you-
it's
you
not
know-
Lost by the pick of a name. Wow.
You know what you do? You turn around and you say, all right, the next person to register to vote, again, that's
Gets to
old
choose,
enough,
that gets to
gets to
choose.
choose.
Wow.
Right?
Well, then you'd be having family members running
There
down,
you go,
down,
right?
down
Yeah.
there. Well, this is a good story. It's too bad Melissa's like to hear because she always likes a good animal story that works out well.
Yeah.
Dozens of beluga whales that have been living in a closed Canadian theme park are being moved to San Antonio. This is good. SeaWorld in San Antonio.
Canada to San Antonio. Think there'll be a difference in temperature?
Well, we're going to have to freeze that water for the beluga whales.
Yeah.
So they're being adopted by SeaWorld, which is calling it a major international rescue effort. Marine land in Niagara Falls, Ontario, is in a, quote, financial crisis, according to the Canadian government. And in January, they threatened to euthanize the belugas after a deal to send them to a theme park in China fell through. We're going to have to kill them. So SeaWorld stepped up and said, no, geez, don't do that. Send them down here. We'll take them. Does it say how many? Just says dozens. So they must have a lot of room.
How the heck do you transport them? That's got to
How
be
do
a
you
feet
feed 'em?
and a half.
How do you feed them?
Yeah, the whole bit. Yeah.
It's got to be one at a time in a truck of some sort,
Wow,
I would
huh?
say. I don't know what beluga whales eat.
Thousands of miles?
Well, do you fly them? I don't know. How do they get
and
to?
if so, do you
how do they
buy
get to
3
on-
seats because they're larger than human beings?
How'd they get to Niagara Falls in the first place?
See, we got to stay on top of this story.
Slowly, I
Slowly,
heard.
that's right. That's right. So- and if you've ever been to Mystic Aquarium, they have a beluga whale down
Yes.
there, but only one. I think there's only one.
Yeah.
So
Haven't been there in a while, though.
but you gotta keep the water cold. The belugas, I think that's Antarctica.
Yeah.
That's where they're. So they must eat plants. I don't think they're meat eaters.
I don't know.
I'm not positive on that.
I
but-
am ignorant to the facts. of it.
All right. Well, one lucky elementary school is going to have the time of their lives. They're from Staten Island, and they're going to perform at the FIFA World Cup final halftime show.
Isn't that
Good.
nuts?
Yeah.
They've been getting like the huge names.
Yeah.
Madonna and Lady Gaga performing at these halftime shows for the soccer.
Okay.
So the award-winning PS22 chorus is known across the world for its viral covers and has been selected to join the star-studded lineup. Oh, they're not just them. They'll be with others.
Right.
Star-studded lineup with Justin Bieber. Among the latest additions, the chorus will team up with Coldplay, Madonna, Shakira, and BTS, which is one of those Korean pop boy bands kind of thing.
Cool.
And they'll join it's an 11-minute performance, so it's get in quickly, sing, and get off kind of thing. It's set to take place July 19th at MetLife Stadium down in New Jersey. So good for them. How exciting for that. I mean, it's going to be sold out, so it's like the Super Bowl.
There's a young lady, I saw it this morning on the news. They were interviewing her. She is a counselor up at a Boys and Girls Club in Nashua, New Hampshire. Young lady, she was chosen to be a flag bearer at the finals, at the World Cup finals. And in fact, it was Alex Rodriguez, the former Yankee and now ESPN journalist there that made the announcement to her. And so it was great, a kid from New Hampshire. That's pretty cool, to be a flag bearer at the finals of the World Cup. I mean, how
To do anything,
to be selected for, just sponsoring youth and helping youth throughout your life. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
You know
Good
what?
for her.
Speaking of the World Cup, you know what? And a fine time to think of it now that all the World Cup games are done in Foxborough. Who did the public address announcing there? Because the Patriots have John Rook.
Right.
Is the PA announcer.
Right.
I don't think he's the PA announcer for the Revolution up there, but maybe he is. So who was it then for World Cup soccer?
Don't know.
Got me.
I don't know either. And I'm just thinking of this now that all the games have ended. There in FIFA. Maybe I'll have to shoot John a text. Did you do this, were you asked to do this?
You know,
if I would have guessed, I would probably say no. They probably went with the soccer person.
I wasn't a big soccer. No, I'd watch it on TV every once in a while. I wasn't a big fan, but I'll tell you what. I've been watching these games, and that kid from France, Mbappe. My God!
They won last night.
I know what a talent he is. I mean, when you watch all of these players in the field, and they're all so talented. This kid is like noticeable.
Is he a real kid? Is he? I know there's someone that's like 18.
Like 23, 24 years old. I mean, but to me, he's a kid. I'm 71 for crying out loud.
Everyone's a kid.
Yeah, we went to, oh, gee, Joe, thanks.
What does that make me?
Dave, we're old.
I don't know about that.
Let's just
leave it at that, right?
Leave it at that.
Not further than 19 years.
There you go, buddy.
But I think France is they're one of the favorites to win the whole thing.
Yeah.
So and they beat Morocco last night 2-0.
Yeah, and you know when you see 2-0, you say, "Boy, that game must have been close." But in soccer, man, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say soccer. I say football. Football. Yes.
I'll just play the curmudgeon here because this is how I truly feel about it. There are a couple of times where I would have wanted to watch the game and see what's going on while the USA was playing or something else like that, and you couldn't watch it without taking out a subscription. And I said, no, thank you, no sale. Have a nice life.
Fox had it.
Yeah.
So that was their deal.
But they were on a paywall.
Yes, they were.
Fox was on a paywall.
That's right.
And so, fine. I hope they made a lot of money. I don't wish them any bad luck, but it wasn't for me. I'm not going to subscribe to a channel just to watch a show.
And I know there's something.
And by the way, WOON TV is absolutely free with no paywall. Watch Levitt concerts all season long. Autumn Fest on WOON TV. That's our video home. We rebranded ON TV to WOON TV.
All right, we got to wrap things up for the day. So we thank you very much for listening. Thanks to James Toomey who called in, Meg Rigo, Steve Smith of Steve Smith and the Naked Truth.
Steve Smith who called in 4 times.
Yes,
and he got one once.
and he got the.
I found out it's a Verizon problem, Joe.
Is it okay? Let's go with that.
Verizon problem. It wouldn't hunt. The hunt is broken.
All right, Rich Lane, thanks for coming in today.
Yep, Strum Dogs tomorrow night over at American Legion Post 85, 7 to 11.
All right, Dave, thanks for being here as well.
That's a pleasure. Always enjoy a Friday morning. And coming up next,
Gary
talk
Smith
about
and the
enjoyment.
crew. And one more thing, because Melissa Murray said, can you mention it just one more time? Sure.
yeah.
Declaration of Independence,
Tomorrow.
the original Declaration of
1 to
Independence
3.
at the Museum of Working Culture.
Was it 11 to 1?
No, it's 1 to 3.
What, it
1
is
to
1 to
3
3
is right. One of the original Declarations of Independence will be on display. Go down and see it
in Woonsocket.
Stay tuned for Gary Smith coming up after the news.
Broadcasting live and local daily from the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio at the corner of Park Avenue and Kennedy Street. This is WOON Woonsocket Radio. And